This is WPTV News Channel 5 at 6.
It became very common to see bodies all over the place. It's like they were stacked like cordwood.
Story of survival. Tonight, students at a local high school hear a first-hand account from a Holocaust survivor.
New at 6, South Florida survivors of the Holocaust telling their stories, and they are telling them to a new generation.
News Channel 5's Matt Cesney sat down with one survivor at a West Palm Beach school.
My story is a little bit different.
Manny Gurowski is 90 years old and a survivor of one of the darkest periods in history.
Most of the people got shot, and I'm the lucky one that survived.
He is a survivor since the age of 6, when the Holocaust for him started in Germany with a teacher in school.
And he says, from now on, that door, the only way you get in, you go out, and never come to school again. Jews are not allowed to come to school.
That was in 1937. From there, Manny and part of his family, he says, were taken to a forced labor camp. At the age of 8, he was making ammunition for the German army and living as a prisoner.
The life didn't mean anything, nothing. I mean, even in this labor ghetto, every morning when you line up, the Germans are very famous for counting. And you stand there for hours, and people would collapse right next to you. And they just kick, and they're done. I mean, or a bullet in the head, one or the other.
Manny and his family did survive, eventually freed by the Russian army, and then coming to the United States. These days, he visits schools such as the Oxbridge Academy in West Palm Beach to tell his story to students. South Florida has a large number of Holocaust survivors, and as they grow older, there is a push to preserve their stories like Manny's.
I believe somebody always looked over my shoulder, including now, anytime. And so I think that's pulled me through.
In West Palm Beach, Matt Cesney, WPTV, News Channel 5.